All right, video number 2 for today. Okay, so I had mentioned that you guys are gonna do a little dive into some different careers, and I want to start out by showing you some places if you happen to get lost, how to get back to where you need to be. So again, you can always click on Zello in the upper left-hand corner. You can click on the resume. It'll ask you to explore careers, right? So when you come in here, you can adjust this to, oh, let's say we start at 30,000. I had mentioned if you had me last year in an EDP session, but if you live in the Midwest, 30,000 is about the average salary. That's the amount of money you'd need to earn in one calendar year working full time to sustain yourself. Now, that's an independent person. That is not a person that has kids or parents depending on them or pets. You are an adult. You are doing it all on your own. You're not living in a mansion. You're not driving a Bugatti, but you got a decent roof over your head. You got decent transportation. You're able to maintain your own um, lifestyle, right? So if you choose to spend money on entertainment, you can do that kind of thing versus if you choose to spend money on education. So you are independent. So let's start at 30,000. Then I want you guys to identify, whoops, can I leave it at 30? Identify what type of training you're willing to do after high school. Now, I hope everybody selects high school. You aspire to attain a high school diploma. But if you're thinking yet, maybe that 2-year college or some technical training I can do, but this 4-year plan is not for me, that's okay. But if you're like, yeah, I want a bachelor's degree, I'm planning on going to a university, then turn that on. But be honest with yourself, okay? What's going to happen here is you're going to get an option over on the left for more filters. And then what I want you to do is look at jobs that align to your personality. You did a personality index last week, or maybe you finished it the week before. I'm going to look at jobs that are in high demand and increasing. Now, it's great that the jobs are stable. I don't know who'd want to look at jobs that are declining, not me. I wouldn't waste my time with it, but that's up to you. You can tag a couple different like career groups. They're called career clusters. You can tag a couple different subjects that you really like in school. And down here at the bottom, it'll give you, let's move this out of the way. It'll give you the option to search for careers. Now it sorted out 10 careers. Now this is based on what I responded in the interest inventory as to if I liked it, disliked it. So if you responded honestly, this should be some really good feedback that aligns or gives you suggestions for jobs that take into consideration what you're interested in, how you're weighted as a personality, and match them. And many of them may be jobs you're like, absolutely, I've always wanted to be a helicopter pilot. Or you might look at this and be, I don't like heights. Why is it telling me I have to be a helicopter pilot? It's not telling you, the system's not telling you you have to be anything. It's just suggesting based on what you gave it as information about your likes and dislikes and how you're wired as a person. Here's some potential place or potential careers to do a little research in. So let's say you're looking through here and you're like, oh, hey, this logistics thing sounds good. I got a cousin who's in logistics and I'm not even sure what that means. Well, if you click on any of the careers and you dive into the first page, and many of you did this last year with me, you see that the average salary range is listed right on front and what type of training you're going to need to actually work in this career. So I'm not going to respond to this question yet. I'm going to do a little deeper dive. Now, if you initially look at this job and you're like, it's totally not what I was thinking, there's some similar jobs over here you can jump to, or you can do a little bit of investigation. If you don't like to read a lot, totally fine. Nice little checklist that tells you what the core responsibilities of that job are, tells you how it aligns with your personality. And probably one of the more interesting things for students is, again, this income earning range that it gives you. So, entry level in this job, after you've got some years of experience and additional training, or you've gotten a degree secured, and then once you're experienced, nobody jumps in at the experience level. I know it sounds great, and you may say, oh, it's going to be me. It just doesn't work that way. And you can look at it between salary, which is the amount of money you earn before taxes over the course of a year, or how much does that pay per hour. Now, if you're looking at this being like, I'll be a logistics specialist for 58 bucks an hour, okay, but here's what it takes. You have to work up to that. So as you enter the field, you are going to be diving in at a bachelor's degree level, attaining a master's degree, and then some experience. So if this is really a job that you're interested in doing, what you're going to end up doing for me is you're going to hit this saved button and it's going to park it up here. And you want to check in this heart that you've got 3 of them saved. Now, at any point, if you need to go back, just click on this resume career matches and you'll finish up the activity.